Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. It cannot be stopped, and it is the only free voice left on the net. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. Before getting any further in today's Skyrim mod showcase on the PS4, for those playing the PS5 version of the game, from what I can tell, this armor port that's been up for a while only has a PS4 port available. At least I could not find a PS5 version, meaning those of you playing the PS5 version of the game, this mod will not work correctly for you, as the textures cannot display properly. It is my opinion that when a mod is ported to our platform, it should be ported for both PS4 and PS5. That way anybody in our community that wants to be able to enjoy it can. And I hope by showcasing it that this oversight will be corrected and that PS5 port will be made available for those that want it. It is also possible that I could have simply overlooked it, however I do not believe this to be the case. So the armor that we'll be taking a look at today is called Black Knight. It is an armor port to PlayStation by Mod Author Gluptino, and it does have a requirement of XPMSSE. From what I could tell with the pictures included with the mod, it looked like a really nice looking set of armor that could be worn by either male or female characters, and I will be showcasing it on both today. So with that said, let's see how to find today's showcase mod. So in order to find this mod, you want to bring up your search function with L1, and then type in Black Knight to search bar. Now at the time of the recording of this showcase, I could only find a version available for the PS4 version of Skyrim. I could not find one available for the PS5 version. Name of the mod is Black Knight PS4. This mod was ported to PlayStation by Mod Author Gluptino, with original credit going to Pearl Abyss Studio, Korea. The mod has a requirement of XPMSSE. I am using RBM racial body morphs. You can craft the set in the Ebony Section at any smithing forge, and it can be tempered. Please, as always, read through the mod description in its entirety before choosing to download and install this or any other mod. So, once you have the required mods downloaded and enabled, you want to make your way to any blacksmith forge. As usual, kick off the guy that's working on it. If using the separated vanilla crafting menu mod, pick the right hand side option at the forge to access the modded content. Then in the forge, scroll over till you see the Ebony Section. You'll find the items by the mod added right here. Now note the Black Knight armor does not have an image in the forge, however the rest of them, including the cloak, gauntlets, greaves, and finally the helm itself, does have an image. So I'm going to go ahead and craft a couple of each of these as I'll be testing it out on a male and female character. I'll be back with you guys a little later on. So this is what the Black Knight armor looks like when worn by a male character. Now I did encounter an issue when equipping the armor to a female character to do with the helm. I'll take a look at that in a minute on Lydia. But getting back to the male character, this is an absolutely fantastic looking set of armor. I absolutely love the look of this. The shine on the armor, the material used, the engraving, everything about it. Really nice looking. I think this would make for a fantastic showpiece on an armor mannequin, or of course for the Dragonborn or follower to wear. And keep in mind that you can equip everything as you see here, as this is a complete armor set, or you could choose not to equip some of it. For example, if you want to say leave the cloak off. But the cloak has a lot of nice detail on it that you can see here with the ropes and just overall the material that the cloak has. And of course you could also, if you decided that you didn't want to have the helm, remove that, which on the female character you might have to do, as well Sophia, get out of the shot. As while I did not have any issue when equipping it to the male character, the same cannot be said for equipping it to Lydia. And I will show you what I mean in a minute, but I do want to showcase the armor first in case some of you might have to click off the video, as I don't know if it could be problematic to some viewers. So this is what the armor looks like on the female character, basically the same as on the male, but it is form-fitting to a female body, and looks just as good on her. Again, I just really like the overall look of this armor, so I want to showcase it, as I'm hoping that if there isn't a PS5 port available, there'll be one made available, as I think a lot of you on both PS4 and PS5 might like to have this armor set. And here is what the back of the armor looks like. I didn't notice that before. the dragon right there. I wonder if that was on the male character. I might have just overlooked it. I definitely do overlook stuff. But one thing I did not overlook, and I'm going to warn you about right now, is that you might want to click off the video if, I don't know if you'd qualify this as flashing lights, but if you're sensitive to flashing lights or just quick movement, you might want to click off at this point. You have been warned. The reason for that is the helm, when equipped at least to Lydia, and I think probably to any female character, causes a very weird graphical glitch, and I don't know if you would qualify this as like flashing lights. I don't really, but I'm not sensitive to this stuff. But this happens the entire time that it's worn by a female character. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it, as I don't know if this could be problematic to anybody. Again, I'm not sensitive to this kind of stuff, but I just want to make certain that the video is safe for all my viewers. But I did need to showcase that to let you know about it.
Lead on.
So, I don't know if it will only do it on followers that are female equipped, or if it will do it on a very similar issue with the Desperate Regalia skirt, because I remember that one also had a very odd graphical glitch, even if the skirt was just in your inventory, and that was also a Gluptino port. One thing to remember is with the older Gluptino...
We should get drunk and have a...
Would you stop it?
Alright then.
With the older Gluptino ports, they were often quite buggy. This is the only thing, though, that I encountered with this mod, so... No, I want to check real quick, come to think of it. Okay, yeah, he does have it too, the dragon design. It's just that the helmet's kind of covering it there. In any case, that is going to do it for today's showcase that Sophie is desperately trying to make certain that she's a part of. So, if you're interested in this PS4 port that I'm hoping will eventually have a PS5 version as well, download it, give it a try. Thank you to Mod Author Gluptino for porting this PS4 version to PlayStation, and thank you to the original creators of the armor. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Take care. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin via the Eyes Only Informant Net. Peace out.